Hey guys, welcome to the very first ever podcast for the No Control Zone. Thought I'd put this out there because we got a lot to talk about for this up and coming season. This is going to be the first of many, though. This will probably be one that's mandatory to listen to so that you're in the loop for what's going to be coming up next year. But I'll probably be replacing these with those weekly updates that I used to do 2 years ago, and it'll just be for fun for anybody who wants to listen into. It might poke jabs at a few people and whatnot, but just another little addition to our league here. So going into the season, we've got a bit of a change in ownership. We've got Ryan Driscoll is going to be leaving the league, so the Oklahoma City Barons are now a defunct team. Congratulations going out to Ryan. Ryan walked away with $1,463, so he took a lot of us chumps for a lot of change. Good job for Ryan. Ryan did get himself one cup championship and could have got himself a cup championship this year. He was one of the four last remaining teams. Good luck to Ryan on what he's doing. But with that, that brings in some new blood to the league, and I'd like to welcome Blake Driver to the No Control Zone. Blake is now the owner of the Calgary Oilers, who are now entering into the No Control Zone for the very first year of existence. Welcome, Blake. I just want to pass out a few personal things. One of them involves Blake. Congratulations going out to Blake, who's gotten promoted to Master Corporal, is getting promoted to Master Corporal, and as well as Wes Thomas. Wes Thomas getting promoted up to Warrant Officer. And to my fellow commissioner, congratulations on getting your private pilot's license. Well done, well earned. I can't wait to get up there for a flight. Should be a lot of fun. All right, so let's move on here. Where are we going to? Yes. How about me? I'm now newly retired. Been a week into retirement, so that's probably why I've come up with this idea for a podcast. Already trying to look for things to do, but it's something that I'm interested in, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a trial run by doing these podcasts here throughout the season and whatnot. But I also find it an easier way, especially for this one today, to communicate because there's probably a lot to get out there, a lot to be discussed. This upcoming season is pretty big with what's going on. So now with my retirement, though, this has created an interesting situation too. This league was founded on military air traffic control people. Is what we did, and we got a couple of civilian fillers at the end to make the league bigger, and then we expanded and got some more. So once upon a time, this whole no control zone was pretty much all military, but now we're down to a breakdown of only 8 military people left in the league. 2 are retired, and 6 are civilians. So who knows? Maybe we should discussion for the future of possible relocation of some franchises and the divisions to a military division and maybe a civilian division. We got 8 and 8 on both sides. See who can get bragging rights, whatnot. So yeah, interesting shakeup in our league, but the origins will always be with the air traffic control. All right, now we got to talk about the possible up and coming season, which is highly in doubt in a lot of things. We got to figure out what we're going to get doing here. First off, I'm dealing with the CBS site right now, and currently I'm trying to get the rosters back to where they were. They don't know what happened. It's all a big screw up, and so basically what we've decided to do is I've talked to the guy that haven't done it yet, but went back and checked Ryan Kelly's post. His first post was on October 6th about the rosters. So CBS was asking me when we noticed the change in the rosters, and I said, well, the first person post around October 6th. So what we're going to try now, he's heading it on to the techies, is we're going to try to reset our site back to October 1st. I hope that will reset it correctly because I can't even remember the exact date to do it. But anyway, it's in progress right now. And if worse comes to worse, I'll dig through and do this thing manually, even though it'll take a whole bunch of hours to do. Also, in the up and coming season, I wanted to remind everybody we did vote on rule change last year, and everybody seemed to like it. We're going to new rosters next year. Still 20-man roster and still 12 forwards. However, and 6 defense and 2 goaltenders, there is a bit of a change this year. This year, you'll have a floating roster. So, this is how it works. You can go with either 12 forwards and 8 defensemen, or correction, 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, and 2 goaltenders, or you can go with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen and 2 goaltenders. And the reason for this gives you a little bit more flexibility with your team. And you know how certain teams just seem to get weird number of injuries. So, for example, if you got decimated in all your forwards, you'd be able to plug in a defenseman. Yeah, maybe your worst defenseman or your 7th defenseman may only get 10, 12 points in a season or whatever. But he's maybe help you out in penalty minutes, plus minus. At least it's a body that you can get into the lineup. You know how it is. Sometimes we have teams end up with 4 or 5 people short because of injuries and whatnot with what's going on. So that's a real change to look for this up and coming year. 11 forwards, 7 defensemen, 2 goaltenders, or 12 forwards, 8 goaltenders, or 8... Sorry, guys. 6 defensemen and 2 goaltenders. So you know what I mean. All right, so look forward to that rule change coming. Now we got to talk about this possible shortened season. What we're going to do. Last year, I wasn't happy with the way the season ended, but we took an overall vote. We decided to split money 4 ways for the guys up front with that, and I'm always willing to live with whatever league votes on. That was the whole purpose of putting this league together, to make sure that everybody had a little bit of input into what was going on into the league. However, this year we have a little preparation going into the season. Last year we had no preparation. We didn't know what was going on. So some things that we may want to discuss, and you can leave your comments below in either the YouTube section, or you can put them in the website, and we can discuss them. But this year we have a heads up what's going on. Okay, here's the bottom line, guys, as far as I know it. This NHL season has to be done before July 22nd. And the reason behind that is because NBC, who has the NHL rights for the Stanley Cup playoffs, also has the rights for the Olympics. And the Olympics are starting in July 22. And they have told the NHL that they must be done before July 22nd. And it's a lot of coin that they're talking about, so the NHL probably will kowtow to what what NBC wants. So now we're looking, are we going to be a January startup? Even with the January startup, we're going to have a shortened season. Realistically, the way I'm seeing things right now with what COVID's going on, I'm guessing more like a February season. And then a lot of the things that I've heard about the season really hurts fantasy hockey. Like there's been rumors going out that they're going to be trying some mini bubbles where certain teams will play 2 weeks solid and then they'll get a complete week off. And that's really going to screw up things with fantasy hockey and make it even more of a crapshoot. And the problem is, I guess you can live with it in the regular season and that, but this will also be carrying into the playoffs, for our playoffs, because our playoffs are regular season games. So if there's only 48 games this year, I'm thinking they're probably at most going to get 3 months for us for regular season play. I'm thinking more like a February start, which is going to make it about a 5-month season, or 5.5, almost 6-month season. But then the playoffs take 2.5 months. The NHL playoffs take about 2.5 months. Our playoffs only take 6 weeks. Do we want to go with a regular season that's only going to have a regular season of 10 weeks, maybe? And that'll be it. I guess some things that we can discuss about that. Do we want to I don't know, play for free this year, play at a reduced salary? Do you still want to play at the $100 per season with everything being such a crapshoot? The whole season could get canceled in the middle. What are we going to do if something happens to the NHL? Are we just going to say, okay, that's it? Or do we just outright say, let's take this season off and wait until next season to start our league back up? I'm going to leave this in the hands of you guys. There's a lot to think about, but if we do go ahead with the season, we do need some sort of contingency plan. What we're going to do if everything gets all screwed up. Don't forget, like, things can happen during the season, like 2 teams may get quarantined for God only knows how long. So depending on what kind of players you've got on your team, and that is going to have a huge impact on fantasy hockey this year. So I really think we need to get this discussion going. We either need to get comments going in the YouTube section here with your comments below, or we can talk about it back at the NCZ site and discuss what we're going to do. Let's see if there's anything else to talk about here for the current time. I think that's just about it. That's going to be a wrap up for the first No Control Zone podcast. Thanks for listening. And like I said, let me know in the comments below what you're thinking. And we need to know. We need to know soon. And because the league's got to be up and running. If it's a January start, well, we basically just got 5 weeks left till the season starts. And and there's other possibilities to think of too as well. Like, if we cancel the season, what do we do? Do we take a year off the current contracts even though they didn't play? Is that fair? A lot of things to talk about. It's unusual times for fantasy hockey right now. We're going to do our best to get through this, but the most important thing is we're going to do it together. All right, sound good? All right, so this is TK signing off early into his retirement, hoping for a someday podcast career maybe, who knows. All right, guys, see you later, and good luck this up and coming season. Bye.